the hardest race there is. The conditions are going to be cooking. We're basically on a rock, right? Like a lava rock. There's no hiding from the sun here. And in a weird way, when there's no wind here, it's almost worse because there's just no break from it. You're just cooking.
It's a proper attritional race because they're going to come off the bike. It's like the hardest bike course there is. And then to go out on the run, it's just depressing.
Today's video is about Adriaan taking on IRONMAN Lanzarote, probably the hardest Ironman there is. He's been part of the Try Guys for just over 2 years now. He's a great bloke with loads of potential that's starting to finally show. We also had another 14 heroes out on course that day. Enjoy the behind the scenes of race weekend. Like and subscribe.
You just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just checking the microphone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No makeup, nothing?
We haven't got a budget for that, mate. Yeah. Maybe in a year's time we might have.
I'm Adriaan. I used to always play football at a decent level, but realized that my strength is really in endurance. I would always be the guy who ran a lot up and down the pitch, and so my dad did triathlon, and so after a series of knee injuries, I got lured into doing endurance sports and just trying to get my energy out like that. I did my first 70.3 when I just turned 19. Like I wasn't really going for it seriously. It was more something. I just started university. And I needed to find something to do because football wasn't, like I said, I was getting injured. I tore my meniscus twice in a row, basically. So first they stitched it back together and then I tore it immediately after again. So I didn't want to risk it anymore. I couldn't do the lateral movements of my knee anymore, just forward. So running was fine. So for Nice, that's the first real serious Ironman I did that I actually followed a training plan. Obviously I made the training plan myself and just totaled the hours I wanted to do in the week and split it up for swim, bike, run. After Nice, I got in contact with the Try Guys just because I saw them finish 1-2 in the age group and 2-3 overall, and I thought they probably know what they're doing. So I wanted their coaching to go into Kona. I figured it was the safest bet. You know, like I could have gone self-coach, but you want to do it properly. Weirdly, the biggest change is that I have more energy. Like the sessions are much more focused. Before I was just like, I would go for a 2-hour spin, but it would be hard. Like I would never have like a heart rate cap. I've got more energy left, and like at the very close to injury a lot of the time, like just flirting with the threshold of injury, and now that's gotten a lot better, so I'm able to train more consistently and just do these 17-hour weeks week after week, you know. I mean, he listens to what I say, but I remember one time, it was before Kona, it was pouring with rain outside, and I saw that the day after was Friday, and the rain, like it was meant to rain a bit less, or an hour-and-a-half run session on the Thursday, which I asked, oh, could we please move it to Friday, but it didn't make sense with the load balancing, so Anthony was like, no mate, don't do that. He does listen when it's appropriate, you know, when you're really feeling tired, like before Portugal last year, like then he listened very well, but also sometimes he knows better.
How's training gone since Portugal?
It exceeded expectations. For the swim and the bike, or like before the race, I wrote down the times I was aiming for each individual segment, and for the swim and the bike, it was exactly down to the minute that I actually did in the race. So that went great, but then the run, I wouldn't say it went badly. I just got overexcited. So you had the guy with the mountain bike and the number 2 telling everyone to move, you know, and so I couldn't be running 4:30s. I went out running a bit too hard, and then after 14-ish kilometers, I really started sliding down the slippery slope. Definitely taught me to take it easy, because it's still a marathon. You can't just go off adrenaline. Since then, it's all been going very well, actually. I feel more fit than ever before.
So obviously we're out here in Lanza now. This must have been a nice opportunity for you to see the course, ride the course.
I mean, I came in here, obviously I want to ride the course, but I also want to see what equipment would be appropriate and what powers you can ride in different segments, and what for race day could be realistic to do. So it's answered a lot of questions. I was very surprised with the wind. Especially the first day, you know, it was just, I was, getting thrown around the road. But then the second time riding, that was just amazing. So it's definitely answered a few questions. I won't be riding with the 56 though on the front.
No, you don't think so? What's your kind of thinking going into Lanzarote? Do you have any goals for it, or?
Yeah, my thinking is not like, it's not results oriented, let's say. I know for the swim it won't be much better than Portugal. I hope a little bit, of course, because you hope that you get something more out of your training, you keep improving. Whereas especially on the bike, that I not have expectations but really high hopes to go fast, to be able to put out like a record power for 5 hours while still being within yourself, and then to run a decent, definitely the best marathon up to now. Yeah, of course I have to keep it in the pants for the bike. That's the main thing, because it's easy to get excited on this course.
That's the beauty of it, though, isn't it, as well? Like learning, like you say, from Qashqai, you can take lessons you've learned from that and all the other races and try and apply that to Lanzarote and get the best result we can.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome, mate. Yeah, no, that's perfect.
You gotta lead it. Obviously, I'm just answering your questions.
Where we are today, basically.
We're out in Lanzarote. We got 15 heroes doing the Ironman out here. So yeah, me and Oscar come to support. We had a little group swim in the morning, which was nice. Get a feel of it all. Brendan's out there for the 3rd time, so yeah, it's a bit weird.
Yeah. You're cheating! Come back next year!
I'll be up there with that geezer, who's the old geezer with them statues. Tell him how bad it's been!
Get some cinematic shots, just look cool here.
Conditions look really good, well fast, it's hot obviously, but yeah, wind surprisingly for Lanzarote is pretty calm. Oh, it's a buzz, like yeah, and as soon as we arrived it's a bit like yeah, definitely on the list to get it ticked off. It's a really good atmosphere and seems really well organised and everyone gets really behind it. And you can just, like, a lot of the people that are doing it is just like weathered from Ironmans in their lives, like they're all on like double-digit Ironmans and stuff. It's a really cool atmosphere, to be fair.
And they forgot my AWA status.
Yeah, the context, Oscar, into like for people who don't know what Lanzarote Ironman's like why it's kind of special and why it is one of the hardest races.
No, it's definitely renowned as like probably the hardest race there is. I mean, obviously the terrain itself, you know, it's a hilly bike course. Even the run's pretty rolling. Bigger thing is the conditions. Like, I mean, today this is easy conditions, but still, like, they're going to be cooking. I mean, we're basically on a rock, right? Like a lava rock. So there's no hiding from the sun here. And in a weird way, when there's no wind here, it's almost worse because there's just no break from it. You're just cooking literally in like a frying pan.
Like, I did a run yesterday down to the airport, a bit of the run course, and it is just like, yeah, it's a proper attritional race because they're going to come off the bike. It's like the hardest bike course there is, so they'll be very depleted and stuff already. And then, yeah, to go out on the run and, like, yeah, it's just oppressive, really hot.
Got the first lap is a whole half marathon, and then you're having to go out, run by the planes airport, like, where there's probably not going to be much support. And then on another day, like, they got a bit lucky today, but normally, like, the wind is another massive factor in that. Again, it's like mentally more than anything as well.
How many do you want?
1, 2.
4.
You're sick? Oh, your leg.
Yeah.
You're on your feet all day, that's why.
I have worked a lot here.
Are you going to watch the marathon later? The race? Then run? Yeah.
When I win something, the lottery.
You're going to win the lottery, yeah?
And no more here.
No more.
I say, get out of my way, motherfucker. Woohoo!
Well, remember me if you win the lottery, yeah?
Yeah, looking for you.
Yeah, it's just a proper attritional race. Like, yeah, it just slowly wear you down the whole day. Like, you know, like on another year as well, there'd be chop in the sea. So you come out the sea, you've been beat up for an hour, and then you get on the bike.
Doesn't matter who you are, you're going to be an hour longer here
than
any other, like, another course.
Yeah, I've got 6 of them racing. So Adriaan, Dan, Nick, Rodrigo, Brendan, Sam had the classic pre-race chats before and stuff like that. So yeah, they all seemed in a really good place, really excited to go. But yeah, run me through what you're thinking from the beginning.
No, I was planning, obviously get it in the first wave, so 1 hour, but not at the front because there's no point.
No.
I hope to find some feet, but I've always got the issue that, like, I'm swimming, I feel, you know, like it feels like what we do in the 5K sessions, like it feels like I'm at that speed, and then I find some feet, I'm like, oh nice, I can relax now, but it always feels like that person's swimming too slow, you know?
Yeah. It's like a lack of trust as well, almost.
You were swimming behind the guy who seated himself in the wrong area.
Yeah. Like, there's an element of, like, what they say, it's about 30% or something easier. So it does sort of, it makes sense that it does feel a bit too slow. And I think if you seed yourself around the hour mark, there's, you know, you're going to swim about an hour, like if you're on feet or not. So like, and that's sort of good enough, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm hoping for 58 because then I can continue this growth of 2 minutes every year.
Yeah. As well, like mindset wise, when you're approaching it, like really go into it thinking chill to the first couple buoys, and then when you're on that back straight and it's all open, then settle in and squeeze it a bit more. But just all we want to avoid, like I say to absolutely everyone, is like that initial adrenaline's pumping, you're like, I'm gonna fucking, I want to be in this race from the get-go, blah blah blah. You dive in, heart rate skyrockets, loads of adrenaline, and then it can be a bit, you know, sometimes overwhelming. So we just want to rein that in for the first 5 minutes of the swim, and then you'll settle into it, and then it'll be fine.
Although what I had in Portugal is like T1, I don't sit while taking off the wetsuit. I learned that now. Like you just stand. Just T1, have a gel as well.
In the T1 bag as well, I would have a bottle of water, because you're coming out of the salt water, you'll be thirsty after swimming for an hour, etc. So just have a few gulps of that before you set off as well.
So I've got 2 bottles on the back. Fill them both with like 1200 milligrams sodium. Pick up 1 bottle in the race, probably, and just keep filling up the front. Thing is, I've got the 2 aero bottles in the frame. I can fit, I think, 4 gels in each. So that's 8 gels, but I need 12 in total. Okay. So I've got 4 in the little box.
So what that gives you 120 grams an hour. Does it?
For 5 hours.
For 5 hours, you'll be on.
I can do it for 50.
We'll speak about that in a minute.
Yeah, so that's 1 gel every 25 minutes.
One thing I want you to do as well is every aid station you cycle through, regardless of how you feel, grab some water, get it down you, etc. Cool yourself off. As we've discussed, like this is a nutritional race. It's going to be hot tomorrow, so like actually getting on top of that stuff from the very beginning. Like even if you don't feel like you need water, take it on you on the bike, because you'll be sweating a bit more than you know, and just cool yourself down. You know, in the grand scheme, like you ride for an aid station 15 seconds slower by slowing down, grabbing a bottle. But
during the run, like I'll lose much more than that if I don't hydrate during the aid station.
Exactly. So definitely do that. The wind's not meant to be bad tomorrow.
No, that's a good thing. I've drawn out the elevation map, right? I've got a nice sheet of white paper with a dark marker, and I've drawn it out. I've taped it on my handlebars, on the base bars, with roughly the powers per hill. So hard up the climbs, and then do I freewheel?
Hard, but not too hard.
No. Do I freewheel down?
Carry speed, but like again, it's like that whole thing with aerodynamics. Like on the quicker bits of the course, putting out higher power doesn't get you much further, right? You still keep pedaling and just keep it safe. Like you want to descend as quick as possible, right? But obviously, you want to get round safely. If you feel like you can hold speed and you're still having to brake in corners, then you don't need to be pedaling, do you? Because you're still having to slow yourself down. Something I wanted to highlight, where I think the bigger guys like yourself and like you can make a real impact on the bike as well. Like yes, the climbs and shit like that, but it's in those big fast sections where you're bigger, you can be in the bars, you're on top of the 56 on the front. The thing I just want to reiterate as well is that nutrition. Just staying on top of the hydration and nutrition the whole ride, regardless of how you're feeling, etc. Like we want 120 grams in your stomach an hour, and we want plenty of fluids all the time. So again, like, you know, and it sounds silly, but every aid station, just having a few swigs from a bottle and throwing it, that'll be like over a litre of extra fluids that you've had without carrying it as well.
Or without having to try to put it in my bottle.
Exactly. So just make sure you're really on top of that, because the run is, you know, the business end. That's where it's all gonna sort of unfold, right?
From kilometer 165 or something, it's just downhill. It's just make sure you're as quick as possible without losing too much speed. Anyway, you get here. Okay, so I bring some electrolytes in transition. Just have a bit.
While you're putting your shoes on.
How much, rough? What do you think?
So maybe have like 1,000 milligrams of sodium in the bottle, and then if you have half of it, then you've had 500 with some water.
Do that. I'll bring 4 gels with me.
On the run,
just because like I know like this is also 226ers, but they have the isotonic ones or the high fructose one. Like, I'll just bring my own. 4 gels. I've got 6 salt pills, each of 250 milligrams sodium. The first one is 10k out, 10k back, right, against the wind. Like I'm pretty confident I can hold 415 for like not an Ironman maybe. In an Ironman, but like I mean like for a Sunday run session I can do it. So. But against the wind, I don't know how hard I should push compared to with the wind, because obviously if I push really hard against the wind and then turn around, it's going to be so hot by the time like when I turn. But you also don't want to lose too much running against
also the wind. I don't think it's going to be that windy. It's more of a factor just for like thermoregulation, like cooling and stuff. Like you just need to make sure that, again, from the very first aid station, you're chucking stuff over yourself to make the tri-suit nice and wet all the time. Yeah, I would strongly advise wearing a hat.
Okay, cool.
Also, like we learnt in Portugal, going out way too excited as well, that means you're gonna pay the price. So like if we have in your head like 4 to 4:15 for the first 5k, because you're gonna be a bit excited, you'll be near the front as well, I'd imagine, and we're all gonna be shouting at you and shit. So you don't want to be seeing 350s in the first 5k. Yeah.
No, I know. I was just inspired by Oscar.
Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, of course. What, you mean you weren't inspired by me?
I guess just hold the same pace the whole way.
Yeah.
Walk 8 stations if I have to.
Yeah.
Run in between.
Definitely.
Yeah, because like 4:15 gets you a 3-hour marathon.
4:17s, but yeah, 4:15. Yeah, so 4:15 is like 3 hours. Yeah. Anything around there, mate. Like with the bike, hopefully that we put in and your swim. Like now today and stuff is really easy to get caught up in like thinking about the outcomes all the time and stuff like that. Like really constantly ground yourself in the thoughts of like the process required to perform well, and like also the effort, because it's so easy to forget. Like, you know, you need to be in the headspace of like, I'm going to hurt myself tomorrow, etc., etc., and not thinking I want to win this, and completely disregarding the process and stuff like that. You're gonna smash it. I'm so excited to watch it unfold. And like, you know, if you reflect on the block you've had since Portugal, like, you know, it's been constantly level up. Yeah, you put in some really good work. But that's it, mate. Like, obviously I'm around the whole day, so I'm sure we'll chat. Well, I'll see you again later. But like, yeah, if you need anything, obviously I'm always here. Yeah?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Good. Just enjoy it, mate. That's the main thing as well.
Yeah,
just enjoy riding your bike, and
this is like
I'll see you on the Mazda.
Everyone's done pretty well.
Everyone's done really well, yeah.
Everyone was under an hour and 15 or something.
Yeah, Dan was out first in the group in 52, I think it was. Yeah, Coach Dan, sorry. And then Coach Alex shortly behind in like just over 53, I think. And then yeah, they were all quite soon after that. Adriaan was next in 57, which was a really good swim for him. There'll be plenty about him today, but yeah, Uber biker. So yeah, to be that close to the front that early on is a very good sign. And then yeah, Brendan, Sam, Nick, Rodrigo all around the hour mark. And then Big Gaz out in an hour 15, so yeah. Well, Dan and Alex were riding together for a bit at the beginning. They were around top 10, I think, weren't they? The first 60k, Adriaan's like charging. He came out of the water like 65th and he's up into like 4th overall now. He's riding quicker than everyone, which is good. I'm hoping he's not getting too excited. We've had plenty of chats about pacing before, but yeah, he does know how to ride a bike hard as well, so I trust that he's gauged it well. Yeah, everyone's just chugging through the bike, to be honest. You can't really tell anything until they're like 10k into this run, even, like, because
a course like this, you can be walking from the beginning of the run. Like,
yeah, you get off the bike, you're gonna be fucked, but then also ride the bike hard. But people might be overextending themselves by like 20-30 minutes on the bike, and then you can easily lose half an hour on this run if you've overcooked it. Yeah, so a lot of them have had a good ride. Adriaan came in 4:54, I think, like one of the quickest rides of the day, which is absolutely disgusting on this course. Outrode a lot of the pros as well. So yeah, he came off the bike 3rd overall, I think, but it's all quite close, 6 minutes to the leader. And then, yeah, we've had Dan, Nick, Sam, Alex. Alex has had a bit of trouble on the bike, like his back went towards the back end, and he's had back issues in the past, so hopefully he'll get around the Mazda. Like, I had a chat, he said that, yeah, it felt all right when he's running, so hopefully he'll put together a decent run. Adrian's settled into the run now, about 4:15 average pace. Hopefully he can hold it, but like it's really hot out there now, so I think there's going to be a lot of explosions the last 20k. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see it unfold.
What did you tell Adriaan when you ran next to him?
Well, because he went in the water about 10 minutes behind all of the leaders, so that the gap on the road looks a lot longer than it actually is, like a lot bigger. So just gave him the reassurance that no, he's in third overall, 6 minutes from the front, just focus on himself, you know, keep chugging, don't go out too hard because it's so hot. And I think yeah, it's going to be, you're going to really pay the price if you've gone out too hot in the first 15k and the last 15k. So yeah, just really trying to, like, everyone that's coming past, drill into them that they need to be on the nutrition, getting the fluids over them, trying to keep as cool as possible. But yeah, it's going to be a grippy run. Yeah, as I say, like though, it's one of those, like, I feel like you can bluff this for the first 15-20k. So like even those leaders, they're running really strong, running like 4:10s and stuff, but not going to guarantee anything until 30k plus. So he's holding a solid pace, so which is perfect. I'm hoping if he can sustain that, and people might start dropping towards the back end. So hopefully he's not one of them, and then yeah, he'll have a really good day and be on the podium overall.
Go on, Adriaan! Come on, big dog. Looking amazing. You enjoying it?
Yeah, it's quite nice when you don't have to try that hard. My back just fucking blew up.
Yeah.
And then I just was pedaling like one-footed. And then I was stretching. Steph came past me and she was like, "Are you okay?" And she said, "It's all downhill and tailwinds." And I was like, "All right, fucking crack on then."
So you're just cruising through now, yeah?
Yeah, I've only got 21k to go.
Well, you look good, mate.
Yeah.
Do us proud.
Mate, first race in the jersey, you can't fucking DNF.
Keep going, big man. Keep going, Nick.
Derechito también que entra hasta la meta, diciendo Adriaan. Adriaan entrando.
He had one of the quickest rides of the day. He rode 4 hours 54, I think it was, or 56, something like that. So like, yeah, conditions were favourable today for sure, but like that's still ridiculous riding. And then he held it together really nicely on the run for 6th overall and 2nd in his age group, which is, yeah, huge. Like he's never held it together like that, and the conditions out here today on the run are, yeah, pretty brutal. So yeah, really proud of him for sticking at it like that. Really happy for the bloke. Nick had a really good race as well. He's going to Kona later, so this was a really good like test run of like conditions and shit like that. I know it's slightly different, but yeah, backed his bike up with a 3:06 marathon, so yeah, one of the quickest ones of the day, so that's really, really good going. And then yeah, it's been a bit up and down for a lot of other people. Like people are in some real trouble and some holes, and yes, it is a war zone out there. Yeah. I mean, that's the beauty and cruelty of this sport, isn't it? Like we always say, but like it genuinely is. Like, you know, Dan had really good prep going into this race, you know, had a bit of illness in the week leading up to it, which is obviously thrown him a little bit, and he's been running on empty. He's been vomiting since, you know, the end of the bike, and we have a job to do, and that's to finish. We always finish what we start, so yeah, he's getting the job done out there. Brendan in a world of trouble. The last time I saw him, he was adamant he was going to pull out. He's like, look, I've been in a hole my whole life. I don't need to sit in a hole for 2 hours. I was like, well, you either sit in a hole for 2 hours now, or you sit in a hole for 4 months because you stepped off the course a bit early. Yeah, it's far better to just sit in that hole now and get the job done. You'll be proud of it regardless. And as well, you know, you got to set an example. Like, he's coaching, you know, there's loads of people at home supporting him and stuff like that. And like, you don't want to be a quitter. Like, obviously it's different if you get taken off the course or there's illness and shit like that, but he's just having a really bad day. Like we all sometimes do, I guess.
Almost there, boss.
I've tried, Jack.
Nah, mate, you're getting it done, mate.
Fucking being so hard today, man.
You pushed through it though, mate, that's the main thing. You're still digging deep.
All I want is a McDonald's.
After, not long. You're looking good for me now, mate, on the camera.
Thanks for supporting, bro.
Nah, you're doing amazing, mate.
This has probably been one of the this has been the toughest day out for me.
And you've kept going, mate, it says a lot. Well done.
Only because fucking Anthony made me.
Nah.
And you know, every time I turned a corner and I stopped, I saw someone.
Yeah.
I saw Alex and I walked with him.
Yeah. Well, on the home straight now, mate, aren't we?
2k left, mate.
Think about that Mackies, pal. Well
Hey.
done. Think about the Mackies.
Of course, like, it's really difficult when some of these guys, you know, they have ideas of what they want to do, how they want to perform, go to Kona, top 10 in age group, all of that shit. But like, sometimes the sport just strips everything back, humbles you, and the only goal and objective is to get round and finish the job. And that's what they're all doing. They're all going to finish today, which I'm immensely proud of. Yeah, got a few hours left for the day. I think Dan's going to come through soon. He's had a really tough time of it, so yeah, really proud of him for sorting it out. But yeah, we'll just stay on course, have a few beers, cheer everyone on.
Style, mate. Style. Enjoy it, mate. We'll see you at the finish, yeah? You got to add to the video, Bobby?
No.
Cheers, mate.
Everyone's crossed the line now, other than we're waiting for a couple more that are about to finish. But yeah, everyone got across the line. Few real rough marathons for a few people, but yeah, they got round. Brendan, Ben, yeah, there's some funny videos of Ben. When we last saw him, he had a full bottle of Coke and a cup of soup. So yeah, whatever it takes, I guess, to get around. I think what today showed is, like, doesn't matter if it's windy, not windy, like the island, it will take your soul kind of thing. Like, you know, if there's no wind, you overheat, there's no respite in that sense. And then, yeah, if there's wind, then it's just brutal in a different way as well. So yeah, it's just a complete attritional race for the durable mind and body, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Shirt,
Here he is.
really matching into it.
I bought it on Hawaii, actually.
The Hawaii shirt, but is he going to take his slot?
No, not this year.
So like 12 hours after the race, if you can kind of just run me through it from like the race morning, how you're feeling, and then like each stage, like throughout the swim, what were you thinking, throughout the bike and stuff, yeah.
Actually, I woke up right on time. I was about to go pee, and then my alarm went, which was nice. Yeah, I don't know, I was ready, had some croissants with raspberry jam, some coffee, and I was ready to go. Yeah, the swim start was actually much better than I expected. I didn't get hit as much as usual. Someone kicked me in the right eye so my goggle filled up with water, which was a bit annoying. Tried to empty it during the swim, but I couldn't really, but I breathed to my left anyway, so it's fine. It was much faster than I expected, especially the first lap, because the current hadn't picked up yet. Yeah, it just felt good. In the first lap I had some feet to follow, which was nice as well, some people who were swimming decent speed, so I could save some energy. And then we had the Australian exit, and I bridged the gap pretty much from my group to the group in front, just by running fast. And then yeah, you get in the water, your heart rate's soaring, you feel it up in your throat. Tried to stay with the group, but they weren't going the speed I was hoping for. I saw some people like 25 meters in front of me maybe. They were going fast, and so I thought, okay, I'll try to attack from this group and go to them, but they just stayed 25 meters ahead, so I did the second lap alone. It was still fine. It's nice to be able to swim your own rhythm without getting kicked or pushed or something.
And you came out in, was it like 57 something?
Something, yeah.
Yeah, which was 2 minutes down on the girls, so consistent.
No, I'm very happy with that. Yeah, the record swim, also record transition time. I think I don't think I've ever done it this fast. Even though I felt like I took my time, had a gel, had some water, because I figured it's better to do it now than on the bike and just be focused. Then we get onto the bike. It felt great. It felt really fantastic. I had my powers written down on my base bar of roughly what I wanted to achieve for each of the climbs and descents. Definitely for the first part, I was above it without feeling like I was really exerting myself. It was good. It wasn't too hot. It was like the wind was good. Yeah, keeping my tri-suit cool and everything. A bit before 60k was Team Fire, the big long stretch against the wind, and that's where I felt really good. That's where I was just on the left side and everyone else was on the right side of the road. Basically, it was like a dual carriageway with just me in one lane. Yeah, from there it was just steady on, keep on the powers that I thought. Normalized was exactly where I wanted it to be. Average was exactly where I wanted it to be. Up the big climb, so Haria and then Mirador, that was good as well. And there was such little wind that you can actually sit up rather than be in the aero bars, which I thought I would have to be. So yeah, that was nice because it gives you an opportunity to breathe a bit, it gives your muscles a chance to decompress a bit. And then that descent was just amazing. Like I had a look this morning. I did the 10k in like 9.5 minutes, like 65 kilometers an hour average or something for 10k. It was bananas. You're just going like this, and just, I don't know, just feeling good, just letting the wind sort of push you around. But yeah, there are barely any corners on that descent, so you can really hold it. And yeah, it's just fantastic. But that's also where it started to go a bit downhill for me in terms of how I was. I had a look at the temperature graph from my watch. Like it measures your skin temperature basically. And there was a climb at 120k to go from like roughly sea level up to Teguise again. I don't know how long, but I was about 30 watts down on what I hoped for. And on the temperature graph, you can also see that that's where the temperature really started to increase up until the end of the race. Like it was at like 33 degrees or something. And despite regardless how much I was cooling myself, it was just so hot. Also because you had the wind in your back from that point. But yeah, it was like from that point it was just like a bit above easy ride power. So I was also trying to get my heart rate down a bit to get ready for the run. T2, very long, because you have to run around in order to rack your bike. All the gels in my back, I had 5 gels, 10 salt pills or something. The run started off great until you get to the airport, go back, like I felt good. Pace was what I wanted, maybe a bit slower, but I thought to myself, okay, I'm just taking it easy. After 20k, it turned out that wasn't a choice. It was more of the day forced it to be a bit lower. It was just so hot. And then of the bike path, or you have the marble shells, which are super slippery. So you don't really get the speed that you get off the tarmac. So you either have a choice of going a bit slower, slippery, or be on the tarmac where it's just hot.
What was going through your mind when you came off the bike? Like, what were you thinking there? Were you like, I'm going to be aggressive with this, or
no,
definitely in the race, and you still felt in control?
Yeah, I felt like I'm just racing my own race. I wasn't I wasn't really interested in what other people were doing, because even if I would be interested, there's nothing I could do. Like I saw in the end, the guy who finished 3rd in the age group, he was like 20 seconds behind me. If I would have known that during the race, it wouldn't have changed anything, because I couldn't give more than I did, Yeah, just run your own race and try to keep running, because it's so easy to just start walking. There were a few points where I thought, okay, I'm gonna walk. But in the end, the only times I walked was when I was peeing myself. So. Or during the aid stations, just to get all the water over you as you can.
As well, I think it was getting in a few people's head, like Nick as well, like in terms of have an expectation of a speed that you want to run. Nick's a really good runner. You think you can run around 3 hours, etc. But like the way the day is and Lanza in general, it's like no one's running quick, and that's what I was saying. Like when you're suffering and your watch is pinging at 4:30s, it's like more than adequate, isn't it? Like,
I mean, you know what your limit is, and if you know that you're at your limit, you're doing a good job.
Exactly.
As long as you're not giving in, it's easy to walk and have 1 kilometer at 6:30. You know, just to take it easy for 1K and then feel like you can keep going. But I feel like as soon as you've had that kilometer at 6:30, it's so easy to get into a spiral. You do like, okay, I'll do 2K at 4:30 and then 6:30. That costs you way more time than just running at 4:45.
Yeah. In terms of the build and stuff like that for the race, you touched base in February and you're in really good shape then. But then from February to now, were you happy with the build?
I think we worked especially well on the run. I feel like for the bike, we pretty much maintained the level that we were at. We worked a lot on, or I did all the intervals that you sent me in TT position.
Yeah.
So that really improved. Now I could hold like 360 watts for, I don't know, 15 minutes or 20 minutes like this. Whereas before that was only if I'd sit up. So that's improved, just the positioning on the bike. But yeah, mostly the run. I just felt much more confident. And the swim. Like, I actually enjoy swimming now. And I no longer swim like this, you know. Like it's a bit more with my arm at the end.
No, I mean, there was definitely a level up on the run as well, especially the last few months going into the event, right? Like you were hitting paces and sessions that were like...
Yeah, I think one thing I really appreciated from the build was the load management. Like also the injury, because like we had the foot. That was a bit touch and go. Like, but you said immediately. Like, just leave it now. Like you don't need to run now. We have loads of time. That really helped. Also, you telling me to stop, that gave me a lot of confidence. And just knowing that I've got enough to actually do.
And that's the beauty of like being as consistent as you have been from Portugal. It's like if you have to have a week off running to nip a niggle in the bud, it doesn't affect the bigger picture at all. You know, so like we can be more rational in those decisions, can't we, and stuff like that. Is there anything you would change in terms of the build? Like I know it's still early days, reflecting on the race and stuff, but is there anything that jumps out of you that you think you would change?
Weirdly, I'd say more bike volume.
Well, you love riding your bike. I don't know why.
Please, less swimming and more riding.
Yeah, I think that's every triathlete. You know, we've been working together for a while. There's periods where we focus on some things and other things, and there was definitely a focus from the Lanza camp in February to now of like, we need to level up the run, make sure you're in shape to run around 3 hours to be competitive. So then that means you have to take a bit of volume away elsewhere, right? But like now the next build, like we've leveled up on the run. We can utilize the bike a little bit more again.
Yeah, also we're gonna have a lot more time between races now, so we can actually really focus for a couple months on certain things rather than have like 6 months between big races and you need 2 months to recover, you know.
100%, yeah. So like, I guess that leads nicely to a conclusion, but like, what's next?
I'm gonna go
no, but you can talk about like next year, and it doesn't need to be like what's next in 3 months' time. Although that would be good as well, like letting people know that you're going to have a break because you need it and stuff, because that's important. Like, because some people, you know, they do this and they're like, I'm going to enter another Ironman in 4 months, and there's just a constant cycle of that. Whereas you're mature enough to be like, no, I need a break.
I already went through that phase, like with Nice, Kona, and then all the 70.3s, and then Portugal, and now Lanzarote, and now just take a couple months off. Go just enjoy bike riding.
He says a couple months off, he's probably going to ride 30 hours a week.
I don't know, I think honestly the next race might be Lanza again. I would love to do Kona again, but what I learned last time is that it takes so much out of you. I was not feeling myself for about 2 months afterwards. Like the energy it takes from you, and it's so much, it's not real pressure, like I don't know, it's just internal stress, I guess.
Just go and enjoy the next 2 months and then reassess. It would be nice for you to do a cold race so you could run a sub-3 marathon and get some confidence, but I don't think that's ever going to happen.
I like hot races.
I think the finish time, where you was in your age group, where you was overall, and the feelings like when you came over the finish line.
I think I finished 9:21, second in the age group, which for me is a personal best, and 6th overall, which is also, last Ironman was 22nd and now 6th, so we can only speculate what that will lead to. Especially with a longer build, with more focus, I guess. I felt great over the finish. I was just so happy to... This is one of the few races I'm genuinely proud of my performance. Like, everything went mostly to plan. It was a good day.
You had a good 40 minutes in the masseuse tent as well.
For the first time, because now there are actually massage beds free. So usually there's a line, you know, that was good. I recommend it.
Quality, mate. Well done.